Hello Buccaneers, we are at the Mark Hopkins Hotel and we're going to show you the fun things you can do in San Francisco. Today we're going to Alcatraz and we're trying to take the cable cars there. We're now on the way and we're hanging off the side of the cable car. That's Lombard Street.
Okay, Lombard, Crooked Street, Lombard.
Whoa. We're going downhill now. This is great. That's Alcatraz up there. We're going to be boarding Alcatraz City Cruises to the island of Alcatraz. We can see Alcatraz Island from here. The ride is about 11 minutes long. We're picking up an audio tour. Alcatraz Island used to be a federal prison, and in 1972 it became part of the National Park Service. We're on a section called Broadway. It was the first stop for arriving prisoners. The prison cells are 5 by 9 feet and 7 feet tall. Out here you can see the Golden Gate Bridge, and I believe this is the recreation yard. So if you were a good prisoner, you would get to go outside and as brother said, play handball and stuff like that. But if you were bad, you would be in isolation in cell block D. The audio tour said that at night, the wind would come through the windows, so it would be really hard on the prisoners here in isolation. Some of the most infamous prisoners were here, like Al Capone, but they could only get him for tax evasion, even though he did much worse crimes. This was the prison library where you could subscribe to approved magazines or put your order in for books if you had good behavior. And also, good behaving prisoners could get a degree while they were in prison. This section's on good time cells because this section where it's a bit sunnier, it was considered a more desirable place to be in the prison since you could do activities to pass the time. Like one guy was painting the Swiss Alps, and in that way he imagined himself skiing, so that helped him momentarily escape. Now it's time to watch a demonstration of the cell doors opening and closing. In June of 1962, the officers in the morning found these heads, and it just looks like someone's sleeping, but they turned out to be dummy heads because the head would just roll right off. And that's when they knew that the prisoners had escaped the night before, by digging through with spoons.
You can see the holes that they chiseled, and it led here, and then they escaped from the pipes. They climbed the pipes like if they were in the bars.
We're in the dining hall, which was probably the most dangerous part of this prison because all the prisoners were essentially armed. They had forks, spoon, sometimes knives, I think. And if things ever got out of hand, there was tear gas in the canisters all around the room that could be sprayed. And that is Alcatraz Island. I really enjoyed the audio tour because it taught me a lot, and also the lady demonstrating how they shut all the prison doors. I think that if I were a prisoner here, the most miserable thing might be the wind blowing in. It was kind of windy up there, so we moved down for better audio.
My favorite part was the audio tour.
So I was kind of impressed by how the prisoner managed to escape using just the spoons. Well, but he didn't survive, he disappeared. Now we are at Musée Mécanique. We got some change and we're gonna play some antique games. And most of them only cost 25 cents. The left lever will aim, the right lever will swing. Okay, ready? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Wait, but I get unlimited tries? What the heck? Aw.
That's why you don't get
I won't get that one back. Let's aim for the middle.
It's fine. You get infinite attempts if you, as long as it doesn't.
I wish they still made games like this. Oh, let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
Now we're playing a 1928 game called National KO Fighters. Oh, there. Go. So even though I got knocked down first, brother got knocked down like a second after. It's time to play hockey. This one costs 50 cents, which is double of all the ones we've done so far. That's still not bad. Release the first ball. Oh yes! This is a close game. Ready? Now we're playing a game of football. All right, go. Oh, this was made in 1924, in the middle of the roaring 20s.
Right there. No, you're so close. Oh my god.
Oh.
See? One of us is gonna. No! I did not see that! No!
I hope I don't regret this, but this is called the French execution, and we're gonna see the culprit pay the penalty. Oh no.
Oh, that's it?
Are you kidding me?
It did say it was a French execution. It didn't say how long.
Oh no. And that is Musée Mécanique.
I really like the boxing game. I kind of won. I kind of also lost at the same time.
I think this is a great inexpensive place to go to near Fisherman's Wharf, and we only paid $2, but we had a great time here. I've never seen so many antique games all in one place. My favorite one was the French execution. My favorite one was probably the hockey because I won 4-1. Our next stop is the Cartoon Art Museum. This first section is called Thor and Loki by artist Jeffrey Brown. Thor's the god of thunder, Loki's the god of mischief, and Loki drew a happy face on Thor's hammer.
This Thor's helmet and hammer.
So unlike the last one where the guy did everything by himself, in this one, there's some people who draw it, some people who do the ink, some people who do the color. So it's more of a team effort in these. This is the reading room, and there are many comics you can read here for free. This is Peanuts Every Sunday. This section is an emerging artist showcase that features up-and-coming artists. This gallery is called Fight with Art, and it features pieces related to the war in Ukraine, and proceeds that come from this gallery are used to support Ukrainian women and children. Here's some art about air raid warning and how it always starts at the worst times. So like when you're cooking, in public transport, oh dang, everyone's phone's just blaring at the same time. That's scary. This part is about animation in TV and movies, and there are 24 frames per second, which means 24 different drawings just for a second. So in an entire movie, there would be thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands. This is just one of the frames for Bugs Bunny. So here's an example of two major frames. One is where her arm's like this, and it goes here. And of course, there needs to be drawings in between to get from here to there. So The artists that do that are called the in-between artists. Here you can see that they wrote instructions on how to fill this in, and this is the completed version. And that's the Cartoon Art Museum.
I like all the different activities throughout the museum, and there's actually a lot of different stuff in the museum, even though it's very small.
I liked the variety of cartoon artwork. Some of them was goofy, like the Loki one, and some was serious, like the Ukraine one. Now we're at the Walt Disney Family Museum. This is a replica of the apartment that's upstairs in the fire department at Disneyland. And at Disneyland, the light would always be on to symbolize that Walt Disney is always there. Here's just 1/3 of all the awards won by Walt Disney, and he has the record for the most Academy Awards won. These are all his Oscars.
This award has one big guy and 7 little minions to symbolize Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs.
The start of the museum talked about Walt's early life, and he didn't grow up here, but after he died, his entire family moved to the Bay Area. So that's why the museum is here. These are his early cartoons. We're now riding the elevator to the 2nd floor. Steamboat Willie is one of the first animations that had Mickey Mouse in it. So 348 divided by 15, that's 23 frames per second. And also he could draw 700 things in one day. That's crazy. Camu's now gonna imitate these. First he's imitating this one. Now he's imitating this one. Now he's imitating this one. Legs up. This section is about Walt Disney's first feature-length cartoon, Snow White. The toughest period in Walt's life was the 1940s during World War II. This says that there were 2 reasons. One was that because he lost a lot of his employees to either the draft or that they went on artist strike. Oh yeah, number 2 was just that the war diverted attention because it was more important. So his career could have been changed for the worse. This bench was one of several that was at Griffith Park in Los Angeles, and Walt used to go and just sit there, and he said that one day he would own an amusement park, but that his would be clean. This is a mini version of Disneyland, and that's like the monorail station over there in Tomorrowland. I think that's the land of the No, that's the dinosaurs that the train runs through, right? And that's the jungle tour. Walt Disney died on December 15, 1966, 10 days after his 65th birthday. When Walt Disney passed away, Mickey Mouse mourned, and so did Donald Duck. Even Camu mourned. And that is the Walt Disney Family Museum.
My favorite part was the mini model of Disneyland because it was very cool and I finally got to see what the entire park looks like.
I liked learning about Walt's life in general, and some of the mini models and the things he collected in the mini Disneyland, that was cool. time for dinner at the Nob Hill Club at the Mark Hopkins Hotel. For appetizer, we ordered gambas al ajillo, which has shrimp with garlic, paprika, sherry wine, and there's also a grilled baguette. And this is my tomato bisque, which has grilled cheese as a garnish. Good. This is tomato bisque, which our server said is thicker than tomato soup.
The combination of the shrimp, the baguette, and the sauce is super good.
Also, my tomato bisque has a very homey feel to it, and this grilled cheese garnish is amazing. I ordered the Mark Hopkins cheeseburger because I'm hungry after a long day traveling. This burger has cheddar cheese, bacon, avocado, tomato, onions, lettuce, and garlic aioli. Oh, and fries too.
They're yummy. I got the shrimp piccata, and it has angel hair pasta, shrimp, and then it's topped with parsley.
I'll fold my burger. No pickles for me. Oh, dang, look. It's the Mark Hopkins branding on that. This burger is pretty good, and it has a unique taste too, because the beef is charred. The toppings all go well with each other. It actually has BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and plus the garlic sauce. And these fries are very crispy.
My dish is very nice. The white sauce goes really well with the shrimp and the pasta, and it makes a very creamy taste. There's so much flavor.
For dessert, I ordered a classic creme brulee. Brother got a gelato trio, which has lavender infused with honey, vanilla, and lemon. This is a lava cake with a mixed berry sorbet and bread pudding. This is a sample size of Brother's lavender infused with honey.
Vanilla is so good.
Oh, that's good. Tastes like I'm eating the whole lavender farm.
I'm eating a farm.
That was a great creme brulee. I also tried the bread pudding. It was a very high quality, very nice, very warm.
The ice cream was really good. The lavender tasted great.
Overall, I really enjoyed the Nob Hill restaurant. It's high quality, fine dining, in a great building with a good view, and just gotta sit back and relax after a day of a lot of walking.
See you in the next video. Bye.